everybody, it is Calxiyn here. So today, before we get started, that is me scribbling out our past enemies from my little list here of stuff that we have to do. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, remember to become a patron on Patreon, or to at least join our Discord server and come, like, have fun with us, you know what I mean? So anyways, yeah, so we're gonna talk about Sienna today. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, just because, like, people were saying that my, like, thumbnail of Lionheart getting choked was too spoilery, but then that was in the trailer. And so I was like, yikes, like, guys, like, just, I'm sorry, okay? Like, get a first membership, alright? It's only $30 a year. Like, that's as much as your Netflix, you know what I mean? Or, like, just a lot less than your Netflix. Yeah, actually. Like, a lot less than your Netflix, alright, guys? Just chill. You don't even need to get it a year. RWBY only goes for basically, like, less than 6 months. So y'all chill out with me on that, okay? I do understand, though. Like, it's difficult when you see spoilers. But at the same time, when are we gonna talk about this next week? You know what I mean? And so I feel like this, I'm probably gonna name this Is Sienna, and then just like, ... Like, just not say anything about her condition. Is Sienna. Like, you're asking the real deep question. Yeah, like, is Sienna? Can we really know that Sienna is in fact real? Yeah, because I don't want to put Is Sienna dead, because that's obviously a spoiler title, you know what I mean? So I just want to say Is Sienna. You know what I mean? So yeah, basically this conversation for the video. Or maybe, so about Sienna. Yeah, so let's talk about Sienna. But I feel like that's too close to, like, our other video that we did about why Sienna, had to die. But this is Sienna really dead? So I feel like this is the two different questions right here, okay? So yeah, we're gonna talk about whether Sienna's actually dead or not. There isn't too much evidence to support this, to be honest. I was really hoping that, like, I was like, is she full of shit? Is she just, like, she needed an extra video? No, it's not even that! So I do have some evidence, but at the same time, I feel like we're looking for something that is truly not there. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, now you know how I feel with all of these videos. It's just, here's the thing, okay? I'm pretty confident that she's dead and no one is gonna, like, think about it, you know what I mean? Just because, I don't even know how to explain this properly. Like, I think that what we're looking for is hope, and there is none. That's all. Abandon hope, all ye who enter. Yeah, and so I wanted to do this video in order to give people some hope, even though I'm personally struggling. But there is some evidence to kind of confirm this, that this isn't the last time we're gonna see her. Whether it's in flashbacks or in person, we'll have to see. So the first thing that comes to mind is Game Theory did a video on why Aerith wasn't actually dead, and, like, Cloud had time to get her to, like, the nearest Final Fantasy hospital. Just, like, basically the thing is that where the stab was, probably just severed her spine, put her into paralysis and shock, sort of thing. And then the evidence for that was when, he put Aerith in the water, or whatever, she sank to the bottom, and dead bodies don't sink, apparently. They float. Or maybe it was the opposite way around, but... She did sink. Yeah. And dead bodies do float. Yes, that's exactly it. So, kind of going off of that, I was thinking... Because I've played Final Fantasy VII, and I've been around a lot of dead bodies. I was thinking about that video, and there's, like, another instance where they've kind of used inspiration from Final Fantasy in a fight scene. So it's not exactly the same thing, but when you kind of, like, consider that, they may be shopping around for some Final Fantasy-esque, especially in relation to Blake. So you remember that there was that Blake and Sun fight against... the dragon. Yeah. So there were a lot of things from this cinema. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII, so I don't know. But it's basically Tifa and Cloud, and they basically just took the exact same moves from, like, that cinematic scene that Tifa and Cloud were doing, like, in the cinematic scene against, like, another boss or something. They basically copied and pasted it onto Sun and Blake. Like, that's what they did. And so they're obviously looking at something, okay? Like, I can't tell you what exactly, but they are taking inspiration from other things for at least the boss fight. And so it would be funny if, like, where Final Fantasy failed in, like, sort of explaining that maybe Aerith wouldn't have been dead exactly, they're kind of being like, well, surprise. And I would kind of dig if Sienna was just sort of wheelchair bound and trying to take the White Fang back and working with Blake all of a sudden. No, she's dead. Okay. Well, hold on. There's another thing that I kind of wanted to mention. So there's that, like, this baffles me, okay? That stab wound wouldn't kill anyone instantly. Like, they would be writhing in pain a little bit before.
Okay, listen, right? They already had, like, they're already pushing that, like, family-friendly entertainment rating.
And, like, there wasn't any blood on the floor.
There was blood on the sword!
Yeah, but that's on the floor. Like, she should be basically oozing right now.
It's not a very bloody show.
I know, but, like, you know, at least be a little realistic.
If you got stabbed in the chest, you would fucking die.
It's not the chest, it's the stomach!
Horribly, same thing, the front of the body.
But remember, like, I am kind of referencing, like, Matt made a good argument for why you could save Aerith. I don't see how this is any different. Like, he literally stabbed her basically the exact same way. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's that weird, you know what I mean? It's not that deep. But yeah, there's no blood on the floor. They didn't even bother to put a stab wound on her model, which pisses me off.
You never saw the stab wound.
No, like, people, like, look at, when she's falling on the floor and stuff, and her stomach is open for people to look at for, like, screenshots and stuff. They basically, like, slow down the footage and look through the animation. Yeah, she doesn't have any wounds on her. Well, they just didn't even bother, and that pisses me off, okay? Like, I'm pretty sure Adam did stab her, I'm just saying. But, like, I don't, like, you shouldn't die instantly from that. Come on, like, at least let her squirm around on the floor a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, let her writhe, you know? Let her writhe in agony or something, you know what I mean? You don't just, like, you don't just die, you know what I mean? And, like, if she was not instantly dead, wouldn't she have closed her eyes? Like, her eyes are just open and, like, staring, and that implies, like, oh, she's dead now. But, like, if somebody was actually sort of, like, dying and still in pain, wouldn't their eyes close? I'm just saying.
This isn't an argument. This is you upset that you killed your character and now you're lashing out on this poor show.
Done. But still, it doesn't make any sense. Like, people should not instantly die like that. Like, that's not how things work. The other reason—
Cal, she's a cat person. Alright, maybe we can take liberties with realism here.
Okay.
Just this once.
The other thing, well, like, Tyrion had, like, gushing, like, shit coming out of his tail, like, you know, like, they can—
I don't remember that.
He called her a bitch, like, you know, this is a mature show, so some fucking blood! Anyways, the other thing is that they didn't show her concept art, which was very strange considering this would be the last opportunity that maybe we would have seen her. Meanwhile, they showed concept art for the stupid jellyfish thing.
If she's not dead, I would be very disappointed.
Okay, yeah, so would I, but I'm just saying that, like, they didn't show her concept art, and I thought that was really weird, and a lot of people are like, well, that's not like Rooster Teeth. Like, usually when it's the last time you see a character, their concept art is released in the end credits, right? Like, even when they're first introduced, they get the concept art. Like, I remember Volume 1, I think right away after we saw Roman, or at least at the end of Volume 1, they released Roman's concept art. Or something, or at least art of him eventually, you know what I mean? And, like, for the other episodes, they did ones for Watts and Hazel and stuff like that. Or, Hazel? Yeah, they still, what I'm trying to say is they did do some, and so that baffles me as to why her concept art isn't included at all. Because if you can do concept art for, like, frickin' Team Indigo, you know what I mean? Why not do any for Sienna? Right? And I don't think Ilya has had hers released, but that's because we're still seeing more of her. But if this is the last time that we're seeing this character, where are their concept art? You know what I mean? Like, where is it? Right? You feel me?
Sure. Do you really want her to come back?
No, it's not even that. It's like, what are they doing? Like, I think that we're gonna see her in the like, some sort of flashback, and when the flashback sequence is over, then we'll see her concept art at the end of the episode. I don't think that she's alive. I just don't think that we're done with her yet.
What would that flashback sequence be?
Maybe her talking to Blake or something, or her talking to Ilya, and that's, like, you know,
Kira?
Like, or even that, because we see that Ilya's praying in the shrine, right? And we kind of have another video coming out about that, but, like, she seems to have known that Sienna was gonna die. She must feel bad about that somehow, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's a little bit suspicious, you know what I mean? Like, if they wanted to bring her back, and, like, trick us, right? Why not show the concept art and be like, yep, that's the last time you're gonna see with her, we released the art, it's time to go, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't they do that to throw people off?
I don't know.
You know? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And maybe I'm trying to look for things when they're not there, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like we have to kind of look at these things, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me a little mad. Because, like, I still want the show to be a little realistic. I know that it's an anime, and I know that I don't want like blood everywhere or something if that's what they're worried about, but like a little more blood, guys, a little more blood. And like, don't just instantly have people die. And it's more the concept art that is kind of the basis for why everybody thinks this. That maybe she's not alive, but she's at least coming back. Because, like, where the fuck is her concept art? Like, you guys actually made concept art for her, didn't you? You know what I mean? Because they did for Juniper's new outfits, and they already had the RWBY model by then, you know what I mean? So, Hunter, like, I don't know. Just what do you think? Like, we're not being that crazy, are we? Like, you've watched you watched the show longer than I have. You know how they operate with releasing art of characters.
I think maybe it's just an oversight that you're looking way too much into because we're all neurotic. I want
to see her concept art, Hunter. That's all. I just want to see it.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, that's basically kind of all I wanted to say.
It's a shame we don't have Google's image search.
There's really nothing else we can say about this right now. We'll just have to see, I guess. I'm sure they'll do a flashback of her and then we'll see the concept art. I'm really salty about it, if you guys haven't noticed, and I want to see her concept art for Sienna Con, because she does have a really cool design, and I feel like, you know, it would be cool, that's all. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, if you did, to join our Discord server, or to subscribe, become a Patreon, any number of those things. So yeah, guys, that's basically all we have to say. We'll get more information. Like, this is a developing story, you know? We'll talk about this in the future if anything else comes up, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.